Where does the relationship with Dave go from where we've seen? I mean, is Alex still worried about people finding out and what they'll think
About
about them sleeping together?
Oh no, I think that whole thing of hiding it was not so much about regretting doing that and going back to the well, but I think it was more about we'd come so far in getting a relationship together outside of the romantic relationship, and I think the bottom line was that she didn't want to ruin that dynamic that we worked so hard to kind of get back. But for season 3, it's funny. I'm sort of on the fence, maybe like the audience is, in a way that I feel like we could go into season 3 and not be romantically connected and it work, but we could also come back and see them as a couple again. For however long they decide to do that, and I think a lot of funny stuff would come out of that too.
What about Penny?
But then there's Penny, and that sort of love triangle. So I'm not really. I almost feel like, look, if the writers want to go in that direction or in the direction of us being together or separate, I think either one or all three are going to be interesting and always going to have the possibility of, at some point. I was terrified of the idea of coming back to do TV and doing another 1-hour drama and feeling like I had to live up to 24. I just felt like, what is going to rival that? I mean, it's going to be difficult. And also, too, I think my character in 24 was so distinctive and always in peril, and, the idea of going on and doing like playing a doctor or something for another 6 years was just not really something I felt like I wanted to do. So the comedy thing was the only thing left, really, that I hadn't done and that was challenging enough to stay interesting if we were lucky enough to get on a show that was going to go 6 years. So I just felt like it was the right move. Now that took 2 years to happen, but patience and sticking with what you feel is right as far as a career move goes. And it was well worth the wait, because here I am on a terrific show that I'm proud of, and just as proud of as my work on 24. So.
What is one of your favorite moments from an episode we have yet to see?
From the last episode?
No, from one of the ones that we have yet to see, just upcoming, that we can tease for the fans.
There is one episode coming up where Penny is trying to lie to a girlfriend who comes back from sort of the past, and somehow gets the whole gang involved in this like crazy lie that sort of spirals into insanity. And basically she has gotten me to pretend that I'm a lesbian in order to keep the lie going. And of course, in Alex fashion, if she's going to be a lesbian, she wants to go straight to the top, so she decides to be Ellen DeGeneres. So for a full episode, I get to mimic and pretend to be Ellen DeGeneres, which was so much fun and so great to kind of incorporate the physical comedy into it, with the dancing and that kind of stuff, and then just sort of it being outlandishly over the top. It was a lot of fun, and I think the episode's going to turn out really great. So that's a good tease, I guess.